Hello guys, and again as usual welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna talk about the best time of my life. So warning, this video is gonna be too long. Like, my videos always tend to be too long, but this one is gonna be especially long because I don't want to leave any details and I want to be able to rewatch this video in, I don't know, 1 year and just remember this time, because as you saw in the title, I went to the SMtown live in Seoul on the 8th of July, 2 weeks ago. It was really the best time of my life. Honestly, it was the best concert ever. And I went to KCON last year and that was already amazing. But SMtown just was above that. I mean, concerts in Korea are honestly the best. So if you ever go to Korea and there's a concert while you go and you know the group, honestly, go for it. It's worth it. It's not that expensive unless you buy a resale ticket, but just it's so worth it. So anyway, I'll go in step by step on how I got my tickets, the day of the concert, the venue, how Korean concerts are, the performance, what surprised me, the moments, and all this accompanied by little clips of the concert that you might have already seen on my channel. I posted a few of them. Actually, my Eversing video got to like 300 views. I was shocked, honestly. Anyway, so it will be accompanied by these little clips. So yeah, this video is going to be too long, but in the description box I'm just going to put the timing of the subject I talk, so if you want to skip some parts you can, because I mean, I know this video is too long and I tend to talk a lot. So let's just jump into it because this intro was probably already too long. How did I get my tickets? So, getting my ticket was pretty complicated, honestly. So first, on the 10th of April, I remember this, when is the 10th or the 12th? I think it was the 12th? It was Seoul's birthday day? Was it 2 days before? Oh, honestly, I don't even know. Anyway, I was on my Instagram just scrolling down and I come upon this post. SMtown reported to happen in Seoul on the 8th of July. That was exactly when I was going to be in Seoul. I arrived in Seoul on the 5th and I was leaving on the 14th. I freaked out. The concert was happening exactly in the middle of my stay. That seemed like fate. But hold up, it wasn't official or anything. It was an insider from Entertainment said that. So I was like, oh my god, is it true? I checked every website possible. I was just like, is it true? Is it true? And I couldn't know. So every day, that's when it started. Every day I went on All K-pop and refreshed the page, hoping to see news. When was it? I guess 2 weeks later, SMtown in Osaka was announced, and I was like, oh my god. And that was exactly when I was in Tokyo. It was the weekend after, and I was like, oh my god, if in Seoul it doesn't happen, I can always go to Osaka. But Japanese concerts are much harder to get in, and I didn't understand the website. I was like, what the F? I tried to translate it on Google Traduction. It was so complicated. And actually, my friend is gonna be next weekend in Tokyo, and there's the SMtown in Tokyo, and she can't go because for SMtown, you need to be a part of the official fan clubs, I think, to actually get to the concert, so she can't go, and she's so annoyed because she's gonna be like in the same city and she can't even go. But it's like, yeah, that's really sad for her. But yeah, sorry, eating. I was like, okay, maybe I can go to SMtown in Osaka, but that mean I would lose a day in Tokyo, and it was having complicated. It's 3 hours away by train. You had to pay the train, and I was like, I don't even know when the tickets go on sale. It was so complicated and horrible and nerve-wracking. It was horrible, but that was hard. But I think, when was it? Maybe beginning of May? Maybe 1 or 2 weeks later? I don't know, I can't remember. I think very beginning of May. Finally, there was official announcements. The SMtown would actually happen in Seoul. It was official. We knew when the tickets would go on sale. I think it was on the 31st of May. So it was 6 p.m. Korean time, 8th of July, concert. I was just like, I think I screamed, I jumped, I cried. I was like, oh my god, EXO, because I knew EXO would be there. Red Velvet, NCT, Super Junior, Girls' Generation, Luna, Yuno, Kangta, everyone would be there. And that's, I mean, I'm in SMtown, so I'm an EXO most, like I have been in EXO for a year and a half. It's my ultimate buyers group. I love EXO, but I love every SM group. I mean, I'm an SMtown like hardcore, so this was the dream concert for me. And I was like, oh my god, I need to go. So I started checking out the stadium. I was like, oh my god, how can I get tickets? So the tickets were getting on sale on 31st of May by Yes24. And then I went on the website. It was of course all in Korean, so I didn't understand. I tried to translate stuff and all. And I was like, but I knew there were tutorials to get tickets. So I was like, huh, it seems complicated. Maybe I should send an email. So that's what I did. I sent an email to Yes24 asking them as a foreigner how I could do. And they were like, if you don't have a Korean address, you can't buy a ticket. And that was horrible. I was like, I don't have a Korean address. How can I even buy a ticket? It's all in Korean. And I know the tickets would be sold out in a matter of seconds. I was freaking out. It was horrible. So then, my second option, I started asking people I knew that lived in Korea. So first, I have been talking for 3 months now, I think, to this girl. We met through a language app, and we talk in English, but as soon as I learn Korean, we're gonna talk in these two languages so that she can learn English better and me Korean. So yeah, that was, so I asked her if she could maybe buy it for me, and she said she was really unfamiliar with how to buy concert tickets, so she couldn't really help me, so I understood honestly. So then I was like, how can I do it, how can I do it? So there's this YouTuber that I actually met in Korea, her name is Carrie Cakes. She makes YouTube videos. She's American, but she lives in Seoul. She's super nice. So I messaged her and I asked her, could you help me? Do you have any idea how I could do it? And could you buy it for me maybe, because I know she speaks Korean. And she was like, well, these tickets get sold out pretty fast, so I can't help you. But there's a service that is called Ajumma that can help you. I was like, oh my god, what is it? This sounds amazing. What? So I went to the website, and actually Ajumma is a concierge service. They actually I can't find my words. They help foreigners that live in Korea to do things that you can't do if you don't know Korean well. So they can help you buy things, they can help you book hotels and stuff, thing that requires Korean. And I was like, and I know they do this for concert, because I saw on the Happy Clients they actually help a girl go to the Exolution, to the Exodium in Seoul the first, then the Exodium Dot, to Big Bang concerts, and everyone seemed so thrilled. So I sent them a message. They were super nice. Really, I would use Ask Ajumma anytime. Honestly, they were sweethearts. They were so nice, really helpful. So they were like, yeah, sure, we can totally help you. It's totally safe. So basically, on the day they asked for so I registered on the account. You have to, of course, put your bank information so that they can then retire them. Sorry, so that they can like take the money used. And they charge 20%, I think. I'll make a whole video about this service because it deserves a video. Anyway, all this to say, so on the day of the ticket selling, so on the 31st of June, it was a Tuesday. I remember because I had chemistry class this day. I had a test, I think. Yeah, I had a test. So I was kind of really nervous because it was my lunch break, and it was like what, 1 p.m. and I was waiting, and I was checking my phone. I was waiting for a message like, did they get a ticket? And it was what, 20 past 1, so 20 minutes after the concert tickets had gone on sale. I received a message. The guy tells me, I'm so sorry, I didn't manage to buy tickets. The website crashed for the 15 first minutes, and then when I managed to log in, all the tickets were sold out. I mean, obviously, even if it was a stadium, I mean, it's EXO, it's all the SM groups, it gets sold out in seconds. I mean, every SM group's concert gets sold out really fast. Red Velvet concerts was sold out in, I think, 2 seconds, something like that. So yeah, I wasn't surprised, but it was so disappointing, and I started to do my test, and I was just like wondering if I could even go, and that was like my chance, and I really wanted to see EXO. So that was tough, honestly. That was tough. But I was like, then they were like, but we can help you find safe resale option, which means people then resell tickets. And they said, well, we can always look for these options and buy one for you. because you need to know Korean because it's Korean people and stuff. So I was like, okay, resale. It's better than resale website because like if you go on website like ebookers, Viagogo and stuff like that, it's never safe. You never know if you get to tickets. It's often overpriced. But when I came back home, I honestly wanted to buy one of these tickets. I was freaking out. I was afraid Ask Ajumma wouldn't be able to help me. But my father talked me down. He was like, calm down, give Ask Ajumma some time, just the tickets won't vanish. It's okay. So then I waited. Next morning, I received a message from Ask Ajumma. They're like, we found you a ticket. It's okay. It costed, how much did it cost? Yeah, it was 350 Korean won, so that's kind of double the price from the original price was 110,000 Korean won, so that was like more than double the price. But like, you know, it was about $285. I was like, okay, I'm fine. That's good for me because they asked me what ticket I was interested in, and I said ground, as closest to the stage as possible. So it was an A6 ticket. You can see the picture there. A6 section. I was like, okay, this is amazing. I want this. I'm all for it. So they said yes. They made a transaction. They took the money. I paid back my parents. I was like, okay, I'm good. So then came the wait because they still had to receive the tickets, which would take about 2 weeks before they received it. And they told me there's still a risk that the person cancelled the ticket. And I was like, oh no, what if they cancel it? What do I do? So I was a bit nervous and I couldn't let myself be totally like reassured because I was so afraid. And then I was like, well, we'll see, I guess. And on the Friday, 5 days later, 2 days later, came back out of my English class, received a message, we're so sorry, the ticket was cancelled, the seller cancelled the tickets. So I got all my money back from this. But Ask Ajumma was like, they were so disappointed. They were like, normally it never happens, I'm so sorry. I was like, well, it's okay as long as you got my money back. But that was a huge breakdown for me. I was like, no, that's horrible and stuff. But in the end, they told me, do you want me to look for another option? I was like, okay, sure, let's find an option. Sorry, I'm talking a lot about only the ticket, but I think it's an important part, so hope you don't mind. I mean, you can skip to the concert part if you are too bored. It's almost done, honestly. But anyway, so I was like, well, okay, just give me another option. I was so depressed. Then I had geography class. I was so depressed. My friends felt so sad for me because they knew how excited I was. So yeah, don't know how much later. I can't remember how much later, but I got another message. They told me I think it was actually pretty fast. They were like, we found you another ticket. It's A3, but you have to pay 60-70 francs more, dollars. And I was like, no, because it was A3, so it was technically closer to the stage. But what I liked with A6 ticket is that you were close to the extent because sometimes, you know, the artists, they perform on the top stage, then they come down and they perform there, and my ticket was just there. So I was like, yeah, I want this, I don't want this because then I'll see this but not this. So I mean, it wasn't as interesting for me as the other was. So I was like, yeah, I don't know, not really. I prefer for you to look at others, and I gave them other rows that were less good, that was also interesting for me. And then they sent me a message, oh, we found another A6 ticket that is actually 4 row only from the stage. Do you want it? Same price. Oh yeah, I want it. So I said yes. They did a transaction. 2 weeks later, they sent me a message, we got your ticket safe. We only need to coordinate now for when you pick up. So I was like, oh my god, I had my tickets. So from that point, I was reassured. I was so good. I was like, I decided to let myself be happy. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a ticket. Honestly, a little part of me was still afraid that when I would go to the stadium, they would like refuse my ticket, deny, like, no, it's not a real ticket. But I'm gonna talk about this later. But anyway, so that was like, okay, works. Now let's be happy. So then I went to Korea, I sent them a message, they gave me direction to their office. I went there on the Thursday, 2 days before the concert. I went to Digital Media City, I went to the building with my father, went up, I met one of the guys. He was so nice, really, he was so nice, so kind. He gave me the ticket, it looked so legit. I actually have it here. Oh, so that's, now it wasn't as small before, but that's basically my ticket. There was another part before, but they cut it at the concert. So that was like, I was like, oh my god, this looks legit. In 2 days I'm gonna see them. CXO, at that point I decided to believe. I was kind of nervous for the concert though. So anyway, that was super cool. Ajumma is the best service. I would use them again to buy a concert ticket. Like when I move to Korea in 1 year, I'm definitely going to use the service to buy other concert tickets because they're really great, safe, kind, nice. Just I'll use this again for sure. I mean, I'm super satisfied. So anyway, then I went to the stadium because it was actually quite close from the building. So I went to the stadium to have a first look. They were already setting up the stage. I freaked out, honestly. I was like, oh my god, it's actually happening. There were like already the little sort of flags and stuff, and I was like, oh my god. I tried to understand where I would have to line up. It was kind of complicated. I was kind of nervous, but I was like, well, we'll see, I guess. So then the Saturday came, concert day. Sorry, I have a little thing to remember if I said anything. So yeah, so anyway, the day of the concert I was like so nervous and all, and I don't know, I think in the morning we went to the palace, then it was actually, there was a risk of rain, so I was super nervous for that. So I went to Daiso, it's just, I don't know, shop, and I bought a raincoat because I wasn't sure they would. Ajumma told me they would, they gave me a lot of information also when the door would open, how everything, and for the raincoats, I wasn't sure if I would have to buy it at the stadium, if it would be given, so I preferred, instead of like risking to have make line up, I preferred to buy one beforehand. So I went to Daiso, bought one for like what, $1 or something like that, so cheap. So anyway, I went, sorry, nose itching. So yeah, that's what I did, and all that just. So yeah, then it was like what, 3 p.m. I was getting like really nervous, and I was just like, at some point, I just want to go. So like this is just like this, I'm going there, and I'm not nervous anymore because like I just couldn't sit still and just wait for the concert. And my father was like, well, you have to wait a lot and stuff if you go already. It's like, well, the concert starts in 3 hours. I just want to go. So my father actually was pretty tired, so he went back to the hotel. So I went all alone to the stadium. I already had gone the day before on my own to Gangnam, so I was fine just moving around alone in Seoul. So anyway, I went to the back to the Seoul World Cup stadium. It's a huge stadium, honestly, it's so amazing. So I went there, and in the subway there was like, I saw other EXO-L, they wore Exordium jersey, and they had light sticks and stuff, and I was like so excited, but also so nervous. I was really nervous because I was afraid my ticket would get refused and stuff. It was kind of horrible. So anyway, I went out of the station. It's actually the subway station is at the World Cup stadium. There were so many people. It was incredible. I actually saw quite a few foreigners, so I felt less lonely. But anyway, so I walked around. There's a lot of like little street thing where you can buy food and merchandise, and lots of people ate there, and fan was so chill. They're just waiting there. The concert was about to start 2 hours and a half later, something like that, so people were like really chill. I was like, well, I'm just gonna go line up to go in the concert because I'm used to lining up for hours in Europe. Like you have to line up 2 hours before it, no, but like my concert, it was all seats, so I mean I could have gone later because I know my seat was there. It's not like when you are like in the pit and you have to like get a good ticket to have a good thing. No, this was pretty chill, but still I wanted to go. So I just bought, I'll just show you, where is it? Oh, there. So I just bought this because it was so hot, even though there was a risk of rain, it was so hot. So this is just basically a fan. Trust me, every Korean has this. They all do. But I was just so hot, so I mean, I needed this, I really did. So yeah, basically I bought this, and then I was like, there was a lot of like merch, but I felt so nervous, and I just wanted to go. So then I climbed up the stairs, showing you some clips. So I climbed up the stairs, and there were so many fans, and there was like huge lines for the official merchandise. You could buy some light sticks for the groups, and all. I actually had my EXO light stick, but it's a fake light stick. I only discovered later. So, but still, my father was like, well, they was like, no, don't buy a new light stick. Your light sticks were fine, even though it's not an official one and stuff. So I should have bought my official white light stick, but talk about this later. So anyway, I went up the stairs, can't find my words. So yeah, I took a few photos of all the fans and all, and I was like, okay, let's go. So I went all the way to I just followed the flags. It was honestly super easy to get around. Then I was like, oh, maybe I should I wanted to go to the toilet just in case, so I lined up for 15 minutes to go to the toilet. Really annoying, honestly. But yeah, so that's and I actually lined up for longer to go to the toilet than to get into the stadium, because then I went down again to the entrance. I was kind of nervous. I was like, is it gonna work? So all they did was they took off the part of my ticket. The girl just took off this. Then I had to give me a 2-piece. I went to the official staff. She took the little piece up, and I was in. That was all. They just ripped my ticket, no bag check, nothing, no wait, I just went in. I didn't have to wait. There was no line because Korean fans don't go in the stadium that early normally. So there were a few people, of course, but no line, nothing. I was so shocked. In Europe, it's so long. Last time I went to KCON, I had to wait for 3.5 hours. Like they were like checking the bags and stuff. I mean, here they were so chill. It was amazing. I felt shocked. It was so chill. Like, so I just went in, and there were toilets down there. I was like, come on, could have gone there and not wait upstairs. But anyway, so I just went in, and it was so huge. The stadium was like, oh my god. It was kind of empty at that time. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. So I walked to my seat, and there were raincoats. SM gave us raincoats, disposable raincoats. They gave us that. I was like, hallelujah. So yeah, we had raincoats. That was pretty cool. I need to put this away. So yeah, so there were raincoats, and I just found my seat. It was so close to the stage. You can see in the videos. It was so close. I was shocked, honestly. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna be standing just here. Everything was so close to me. I was like, oh my god, this is the best place ever, totally worth the money. I mean, I don't regret a single bit. Wow, it's already been like 20 minutes and I haven't talked about the concert. Okay, let's move on. So anyway, I told you this video would be long. Sorry. Not actually. So yeah, so I sit, and it was 2 hours before, so I wrote blogs and K-pop Amino about, I've made a blog every day about my days in Korea, so I made a blog, I wrote that, and then at about 1 hour before the concert, it was 5 p.m, the concert started at 6 p.m, well, fans were starting to get in and stuff, and I actually posted a video on my Instagram of like the venue, and an account I follow, an EXO fan account, she actually reposted my video, and I was so shocked. I was like, oh my god. Like, normally when she posts video of the concert venues, I'm like, oh, people are so lucky. And that was my video. I felt so happy. So that was just a small little story. But anyway, so I say anyway a lot. I wonder how many times I said it. But anyway, we all have our language problem. Let's just take a piece of muffin. Oh, then I'll just cut it because. So anyway, after that, there was these ads on the screens. There was an ad for music festival, a Spectrum or something. There was actually I think FX. No, well, Amber and Luna and Shiny members were at this festival, so fans were getting really hyped when like their favorite idols appeared on screen on the ad, and there was also ads for the SMtown. So at some point you saw like EXO, all the SMtown artists, and fans were going crazy. It was so funny, especially because it was the Dream Concert venue. Dream Concert venue is so. I mean, when I sat on my seat, I was like, this is Dream Concert. Dream Concert I have watched last year and this year. Like, I am in the venue where Dream Concert happens. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. So I felt really like, it felt unbelievable, honestly. So yeah, that was freaking amazing. So anyway, exciting concert. The third floor is divided in the fandom. So the biggest part was EXO-L, then there was a little part for TVXQ, Seoul, well, for Girls' Generation, Super Junior, and the second biggest part was for SHINee. Then it was NCT, then Red Velvet, then Super Junior, TVXQ, BoA. But yeah, Seoul, there were a lot of Seoul. Honestly, I was shocked. But that was so cool. So Seoul screamed a lot when their favorite idol appeared, and it's funny because I could see her staff. She was laughing because of how much the fans were like screaming. It was so cute. I mean, I was laughing too because they were screaming a lot. But yeah. So about 1 hour before the concert started, there were the Eversing, which is like you see an idol on one side of the screen, and on the other side you see the fans. And they sing with you one of the songs, so some parts it's the idol singing, some parts it's you, the fans singing. What fell? Something fell. Something fell. What did? Something fell. Okay. Sure. Everything is alive. Don't know.